do you know where is India's largest single location air conditioning system? Well, it's not in an air conditioning plant. It's at the cell plant of Waaree Energies. And join me as I enter that facility, the newly started facility, and speak to the promoter, Mr. Hitesh Doshi, to try and get a sense of the company and the enigma that is Waaree Energies. If you thought Waaree Energies was about modules, you have to think again. Because when you stand in this fascinating manufacturing facility in Chikli in Gujarat, you realize the scale of ambition that the promoters have for taking Waaree from being a module manufacturer to what it can be. And that is precisely what I'm going to quiz the founder and promoter, Mr. Hitesh Doshi, on about what is the journey of Waaree been thus far and where does he envisage to take Waaree over the course of the next decade and a half and probably beyond. With me on this very special show is Mr. Hitesh Doshi. Mr. Doshi, thank you so much for being with us today. And thank you for having us here.
First of all, thank you very much for coming and giving your time. It takes long time to come and visit. But thank you. Thank you very much and welcome to the latest technology solar cell factory in the country.
Oh yeah, it certainly seems cutting edge for sure. But Mr. Doshi, let's start with the basic question, right? What is Waaree Energies? Could you describe Waaree to us as it stands now and as you see Waaree to be like, let's say maybe towards the end of the decade or maybe 10 years from now?
Waaree started with the mission, I will say, can we change the energy we are using? And that has from normal electricity to solar way back in 2007 with that idea. Can I use a solar power? And this what I saw 16, 17 years back, and today it is alive. Now, the technologies are coming up constantly. The new things are coming up. So we'll continue to work on the direction, the way we use the energy, and the new name for it, the energy transition. So in that it comes an energy transition company. Of course, we have been selling a solar for a long time, and company knows as a solar company. But internally, we are not a solar company. Internally, we are the energy transition company and we'll continue to work in that direction. And that is a vision for the company. That how we keep on changing the way the people are using the energy in this transition.
Okay, so Mr. Doshi, the belief is that Waaree or you are executing a long-term strategy to be both a vertically and horizontally integrated company.
Right.
Could you describe or could you tell us about it?
See, to answer, like on the horizontal side, solar panels, batteries, inverters, right? Hydrogen electrolyzers. And if you go vertically, to make a solar panels, we'll need a glass, aluminum, solar cells where we are today now, solar wafer, solar ingots. Same things will come up in a batteries, electrolyzers, and other products. But this product range is going to increase. It is not going to stop at the electrolyzer or at the solar panels. So product will increase. Same way, vertically, downward side and upward side. We are talking about developing a solar farms, power generations, EPC. So whatever you name it, on a, going ahead till we generate the power and going backward till we make all the components for it. This will continue in entire business chain.
Okay, so as I understand, sir, the main product right now is modules.
Right.
And on modules now you're going vertical wherein you do, let's say the cells or the ingots, etc. and stuff like that. You are adding more product lines, you are saying?
We are in the solar panels also, we are adding a lot of product lines. Okay. And same way to make a solar panels, we have gone to the solar cells. Now we are going for an ingot and wafers.
Okay.
So that backward integration is going on.
Wow. Okay, please help me understand this. So from where Waaree is right now, and I have some numbers here, right? Your module capacity is going up from 13.5 gigawatts right now, if I'm not wrong,
right,
to maybe 21 gigawatts by FY27. Then you have 11.5 gigawatts of cell capacity, 6 gigawatts of wafer capacity. Now, is this a part of diversification in the near term? And do you expand upon this meaningfully? And from where Waaree is right now, what do all of these capacities become 5 years or 10 years down the line?
Okay, first of all, in this financial year, which is started now, we'll reach a module capacity globally, including the United States and all, will be the 26 gigawatt,
26.
6 gigawatt,
Okay.
not a 21.
Okay.
And cells will increase above 15 gigawatt
Okay.
altogether. So 6 is a PLI, sorry, 11 gigawatt. So cells will be above 11 gigawatt. Ingot and wafers will be the 6 gigawatt each.
Right.
And this is already we have announced during our IPO. Apart from this, we have also taken the various approvals from the board. For example, for investing into the batteries, investing into the electrolyzers, investing into the infrastructure. And this has been in a progress. So when we travel to the Mumbai, from here, you will see the battery plant civil work has already started.
Yeah.
Electrolyzer plant work has started. So all these expansions are going up and coming up in this financial year.
From a revenue perspective, will Waaree remain largely a module and a wafer company, or could there be other line items which could be very large?
Well, a larger perspective, Waaree will be an energy transition company.
Okay.
What are the products will require in that transition? We'll try to manufacture them. To manufacture that products, whatever the raw material will require, we'll try to work in that direction.
Okay.
So that comes on the manufacturing side.
Right.
But now customer needs the services.
Yeah.
That can be the EPC, that can be the power generation and cell, maintenance of the plants. All such things will come up in the entire value chain.
Sure.
So energy transition is not just to manufacture, it will be a supply services and it will be the final operation and maintenance for the plant also.
So, Mr. Doshi, usually for a smaller company with a smaller revenue base, a growth number, CAGR growth number for multiple years, which is very high, is thought to be possible. You are saying because of the size of the opportunity that you've spoken to me about and battery energy storage system, you are saying could be at par with solar.
Right.
You at your size, would it be safe to say that you can actually grow at a very high percentage CAGR number for a long period of time?
Let us talk about the recent numbers, right?
Sure.
We were 13 gigawatt and today we are discussing about a 26 gigawatt.
Right.
We were only in India. We are now expanding to the US and other markets also.
Got it.
So what this means? This means that if my production capacity is going to increase from X to Y level, there is opportunity for me to increase my turnover in that way also.
Got it, sir. And you would believe that the ecosystem that India is creating around solar is supportive enough for promoters like you to do this, to fund growth for your shareholders and stakeholders, but also for the nation at large.
Absolutely. We see the various schemes the government has brought here. It may be the Kusum Yojana, Pradhan Mantri, Surya Ghar Mukti, Bijli Mukti Yojana. We call the various schemes. These are the so large, and when they will be completely implemented, we'll see. For example, we talk about the rooftop, right? And any rooftop, wherever we are using the power under that roof, it can be a potentially solar power generator rooftop.
Okay.
You go to the any terrace and you will see not even a 5% roof anywhere in the country are not covered.
Agree.
Right? Now it comes why somebody will put it. Solar is the cheapest solar power. Government is giving you a lot of facilities, right? Banks are financing it. Even the solar installers or the suppliers are financing it. So why the user will not go? And if we go from 5% roof, which is not there today, but let us say there are 5% theoretically. If we go from 5% to even 10% roof, we are talking about doubling the market size for the rooftop.
But this massive capex for the next couple of years that you're undertaking,
Right.
would you undertake it via the internal accruals and the cash on books, or would you pile up on some bit of debt in the near term? Because I saw projections from some analysts that for the next 2-3 years, after FY27, your free cash flow really zooms. But until then,
Right.
It does go down.
As a company, we have been always a conservative for debt.
Ah,
If you look to last 35 years of the company,
right.
but same time we have the bank limits available with us.
Ah.
If it is really required on the need base, we'll use the debt. We are open to take a debt. With the grace of God, so far the need has not arisen. But if it arises, we will go for it.
Now, I have some near-term questions, Mr. Doshi. And viewers, I'll explain this as well. But one of the notes stated that a shift from moderate margin ALMM modules to high margin DCR modules will lift realization and margins. I believe ALLM means import and sell, and DCR is make in India and sell. Now, can you explain this to us, sir?
I think you started capturing the solar names at the ecosystem. Now we are importing the solar cells
Okay.
and making a solar panels. We are completely dependent on the other countries.
Okay.
Government of India as well as some export market like United States, they want cells to be made not in a one or two specific countries, but in India also. And Make in India mission is also there. So in that, we need a solar cell to be produced in India.
Your module capacity is much higher than your cell manufacturing capacity. So will you go on a heightened Capex drive for cells in the future? Or will you need to buy cells from somebody in India?
At present, we'll need to buy the solar cell India.
Ah.
As soon as have the more visibility on the market, we'll keep on expanding our solar cell and other items also, whatever it needs to make the solar modules.
In a disjointed world like this, wherein everybody is turning inward looking, there are tariffs, etc. What are the risks to the Waaree business, sir?
So globally, the tariffs or incentives or IRA or you name it, that will come and go. But last 10 years or 15 years, I'll put, the use or installation of the solar power has been constantly growing at least by 30% globally year on year. Till we have something different to meet our growing energy demand globally, I don't think the solar power demand will come down.
If I were to fast forward the time to 2035, what percentage of your revenues will come from India? Maybe, ballpark.
Right.
And what percentage would be export driven or global?
What we aspire, that I can tell you because future nobody knows, our aspiration will be always a 50-50.
Okay.
So as a company, we believe in a lot of de-risking. It may be the product manufacturing, it may be the supply chain, it may be our sales and distribution, it may be the geography or market or application. So when you look to the entire portfolio, we believe in that how much we are getting from the retail business, how much we are getting from the large market. And that will implement straightforward to the export also.
My question to you would be, how does a large company like you, which will become larger and will have a large global presence, compete or get that technological edge? We'll need to let this robot go, I presume. So let it go on its own way. Off you go. But yes, please give me the answer to that, sir.
China is definitely the largest in the manufacturing. Companies like us, we aspire how we became a competitive by technology, because price game doesn't work longer time. The product and services. And that has helped the Waaree. Not only today, for last 35 years, and if I take the solar from 2008, so we are talking about 17 years. So 97+% market share is with the Chinas, right?
Sure.
Still, the company like Waaree has not only survived, but constantly made a profits and grown and increased the capacity. And that differentiation we could do for last 17 years, and we'll continue to do that with our technologies, product and services.
But would this require a very large investment in research and development, etc.? And a lot. And Indian corporates are gearing up for that?
As Waaree, I can tell you, we have been constantly expanding our investments in R&D. and we are increasing our budgets more and more on the R&D side. Today, due to that, we have the largest range of the products globally for any solar manufacturing company have. Or we talk about the applications. Uh, in number of the applications, probably we are the largest number of applications we have to do.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Now, there are some reports which speak about, like there is a Nuama note, it's a brokerage, which has brought out some risks for your company, which they call imponderable risks. And they say that there are eventual import tariff cuts, technological upgrades, and potential modules over capacity. Could you dwell on these?
Any industry, when it comes, a lot of people jumps in.
Right.
And this you must have seen in last 30 years in our country in many industries.
Huh.
And naturally, this is going to happen in the solar also. So more and more people will jump in. But setting up the capacity is not like you will get a success immediately in the market. Because the customer is buying the product for 25 years. Bankers are landing for 25 years.
Huh.
All right. So the bankers or lenders or the customers, they want to make sure that what are the products they are buying, this product will work for 25 years.
Sure.
So they need a lot of approval, they need a lot of certification, they need a huge on-ground performance of your product. So I can set up my manufacturing facility today, but can I give the 5 years, 10 years performance of my panels for last 10 years? I cannot give that. So overcapacity will come, but whether the customer will get a product with a large, I will say, the track records, certification, quality, bankers approval, I don't think they will not get for 5 years.
Got it. Okay.
Now, coming back to the technology risk, the business we are in, I have seen now this is a 6th cycle of change in technology. So we believe that any technology we have today, the shelf life is maximum 3 years.
3 years.
And that is the reason in a Waaree's balance sheet, we depreciate all our machineries every 3 years.
Okay.
All right? Because we are ready for the new technology, new machineries to get in all the time. And our R&D team continuously works on what will be the next technology and where we have to work on that.
Very interesting. Okay. So you told me about the modules overcapacity risk. You don't believe it's that big a risk. But if there is overcapacity, does it impede operational metrics for the near term?
And near term, there will be some competition.
Okay.
But as I said, that if you want to buy the solar panels, and you'll definitely see you are buying a product for 25 years. So what is the 5 years at least generation data of these companies? I buy the panels, and after 1 year, if my generation degrades, or if I don't get the, I will say, the required power generation, why I will buy it?
So you think winners will survive, and a lot of other companies which are setting, some companies which are setting up capacities may not be able to thrive.
That has been happen across the industries in 30 years, right? We have seen only a handful companies have survived.
Yes.
It may be you name any large industry today.
Yeah.
And that will continue in the solar also.
Got it. Any thoughts, sir, on this whole set of tariff regulations that have come in, and what does this do to your ability to perform on the global arena?
So during the COVID, what we learned and understand that every country now they want energy security. Every country wants to stop the export of the job.
Right.
And naturally, the United States was a top on that. So immediately after the COVID, we plan to start thinking of setting up the factories in these countries, and United States was on the top of it. So we started our manufacturing in US. Our 2 lines are operational. We are putting up now 2 more lines. So as a company, we are at unique position. Of course, first, India is at the unique position.
Yeah.
So first of all, I strongly believe under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, India will negotiate a very good deal in this tariff region. That I'm absolutely confident. So we are in a position where we have the facility in India. They want a made in India self. We are here, not only module. And if they want made in India solar panels, made in America solar panels, our factories are running there and we have the products there. So as a country, as a company, against these all the tariff issues, we are uniquely positioned, and that speaks about the order book. The customers also trust us that our organization is at the right place, right time, and they're placing the order to us.
Has it sweetened the deal for you? Because you talk about twice in this conversation itself, upping the capacity in the US. One would think that with all of these tariff wars and the IRA benefits going away, you would want to go slow, but you're not going slow.
No, tell me the any other option. Any country needs the energy. If we are talking about $500 billion investment, let us say in a data centers and semiconductors, what is the amount of energy this will need?
Got it. Okay, so you do believe that there is merit in continuing.
Happens.
Okay. A few people have said, or few corporations have told us that in the last few days or years, actually, in the last couple of years, meeting talent requirement has become a bit of an issue. There are probably enough jobs available, but there is not the right skill set. The matching of skill set and the positions is not happening. Is that true for you as well? Because you're growing at a rapid pace.
For us, the two things. One is the growth. The other is the industry we are in. For example, Topcon technology or other technologies or batteries, these are the all new in the country. So we don't have the people who knows this industry or who has some experience on this. That's number one. Number two is you need a talent who is ready to accept this growth speed. And third is the style, moving from the family driven, family managed organization to the professional. So here again, you need a talent who understand this, the transition. So the position we are, I think there is a lot of scarcity of the talent which we are looking for. And I agree what you asked, that when you have three, four things which are completely different than the large pool available in the market, and you're looking for a very niche talent, there is a shortage of them.
Got it. You already told us how do you imagine Waaree to be like in a few years. Multiple business or multiple product lines within this same ecosystem and growing vertically and horizontally as well. Do you reckon that with technological changes or other, because you are an energy transition company and not a solar company, that you might also move into some other power source businesses as well? There is wind, there is nuclear, there's a lot others. Would you want to do that as well, or is solar giving you enough opportunity
No. We will continue to focus on the energy transition.
throughout?
Throughout. For example, which we have working now for the NL acquisition, there are a lot of assets on the wind side. Batteries we have already started. Our team is looking to the opportunities if there are any good for the nuclear power also.
Okay.
So we will keep on seeking the new opportunities, new technologies, because we strongly believe that the energy source, way it is done, manufacturing, distribution, uses, this is going to change. And what will change, how it will change, we have to just keep on seeking, just keep on looking, and whatever we feel that this is the right, we have to get in there.
My final question, sir. What excites the young promoter in you now? You achieved so much in the last few years.
Right.
You made a name as being the pioneer or the front runner in energy transition. Now, from here on, what excites you? Is it the size of the company? Is it a particular run rate that you want to reach on growth? Is it something else? What is it that excites Mr. Hitesh Doshi now from here on for the next 5-7 years?
What is the new thing or new solutions I am giving to the customer? And that is not helping only the customer, but global impact in terms of environments or whatever you name it, employment, R&D. anything. It's whether it is a giving a proper impact to the all the things what I can imagine. If that kind of the technologies, that kind of the products, as soon as I see it, I get very much excited. And I think why we cannot do them. Let us try it. It's not a turnover, it's not a numbers, because that you know that after a certain amount, you don't work for it. You know you are not going to stay here forever, right? So the excitement is always about the product, technology, solution, which really gives the impact, overall impact.
Fascinating. You know, Mr. Doshi, I've been through some of the parts of your plant, some of the machinery and the automation, and was able to interact with some of your employees who explain very beautifully what each of these things are. I mean, you have a fabulous team here, as I experienced before this conversation that we did, and when they explained everything to me, and this whole journey of what a solar power facility could look like has been truly a rewarding experience for me. So thank you for having us out here in your facility, in this world-class facility, and all the best for the future ahead.
Thank you very much coming for all the way and spending so much time.
No, no, the pleasure
Really
was
appreciate all your support. Thank you.
the pleasure was entirely ours, I must say. And viewers, thanks for tuning into
Thank
this
you.
amazing conversation with this amazing entrepreneur.